my heart, I give you my soul. I live for you, my Lord, every step that I take, every moment of the way. Lord, have you in me. Lord, I give you my heart, give you my soul. I live for you, my Lord, every step that I take, every moment of the way. And have your way in me, 'cause you're gonna lie with I'm gonna lie with I'm gonna lie with oh, 'cause you're gonna lie with I'm 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 gonna lie with so we say, great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. We lift our hands and say, great, great are you, Lord. Father, we say, great are you, Lord. Oh yes, great are you, Lord. 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 We'll lift a voice and say, great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. Who said, great are you, Lord. 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 Great are you, Lord.
Wow, very beautiful sound of music. That was very beautiful. The sound of music you just heard is from Caleb Adegoju. He's popularly known as Caleb the Psalmist. Welcome to the show, Caleb. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I was liking the tune of Great Are You, Lord, Great Are You, Lord, Great Are You, Lord. And now, so you call yourself Caleb the Psalmist. What inspired you to have that kind of stage name for yourself?
Yeah, thank you very much. Caleb the Psalmist that name Psalmist was born from, a kind of encounter.
Okay.
Yeah, with God, and the name came that you are not just a singer, you're a psalmist.
Wow.
As a psalmist, what a psalmist does is he composes songs, he writes songs, and he receives songs. Most of my lyrics are not lyrics you can just find here, or let me say you can find anywhere.
Yeah.
These are lyrics that I get directly from God. Yeah.
Yeah. So how was the journey been? Like, what really motivated you to going into this field, particularly singing?
Yeah, I've been singing since I was very small. If I don't want to exaggerate now, since age 5. Yeah, I joined the children choir. From the children choir, I used to lead in those days, although I don't know what music is then.
Okay,
but,
like growing up, you were in the choir?
Yes.
So from there, you now started singing?
From there, singing, and I entered into music.
Fully.
That's about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
I entered fully into music. That's 2012.
2012. So from 2012 to date. No, first in 2012, how was it like when you decided that it's music I want to start doing? How was it like with your people?
Yeah, what really launched me into the ministry, the ministry and the industry now, but was my there was a training I went for in Foursquare, Ajebo, then Foursquare
Ajebo camp, yeah.
Ajebo camp, yeah. That was 2012 September precisely. It was a training for music ministers. That was when I realized that there's a difference between singing and music. So from there, my coming back home, I said, okay, yes, now I think I'm ready to enter into the ministry. All the ones I've been doing all this while is just rehearsals. Now I'm ready for the ministry. That is how I started.
So you being a psalmist that writes songs, composes songs and all of that,
Yeah.
like what really inspires you? Like, because some people, we've had some people that while they are sitting down, like their lonely time, they get inspiration, they start writing songs and all of that. So in your own case, what inspires you to write, to do music and all of that?
Thank you. Most of the songs that I get them through my morning devotions. Yes,
Okay.
in the morning when I'm worshiping God, then it will just come. When it comes, it's either I grab my phone, press the recording, or I get a pen and write something down. So after that, I'll now, after the devotion and everything, then I'll now go back and develop it into real music.
Is there something I'm missing? Because I actually do morning devotions in the morning.
I do too. You are not the psalmist.
I'm not totally a wicked person.
You were not called. I think there's a difference between when you're called into the ministry. Like this is like you said, he got the call. I don't know. You need to search yourself.
I think I need to search myself because I do music.
You must have gotten the call. I missed the call.
I missed the call. That's actually deep.
I missed the call. But so far, what are your mentors in the industry?
By the grace of God, my first immediate mentors are my national praise leaders in Foursquare Gospel Church.
Okay.
Person of Tokwe Folajimi, the one who trained Chidima.
Yeah, Popular Chidima.
Popular Chidima, Project Fame, MTN.
Okay.
Yeah, the one who Tokwe Folajimi, we have Captain Williams and co. Those are my immediate mentors in the music ministry. But I thank God for their life. They have really been doing well.
Okay, so what are the challenges you've faced so far since you started your music career?
There have been a lot of challenges, really. The likes of sound instruments, you know, and it all boils down to resources, basically. And where you go to after a lot of rehearsals, take your backup singers along to a place to minister, and they'll say, "Thank you, God bless you."
Okay.
So the normal,
you know, forgetting the fact that these guys have put a lot together to get to this point. So these are the challenges, but yet God has been on our side. Yes, and we are, like Macaroni will say, we are doing well.
So what genre of music do you do? Is it the gospel?
Basically, I do gospel, basically. Although for some reasons, some people want to do parties and they will say they want gospel musicians to come and just entertain them. So I do not just do gospel alone. I do some little of entertainment for events. So, but basically, I'm a gospel
So that means in the events you won't sing something slow, definitely. You will sing something of high tempo, people
you
dance
got it.
and all that. Wow.
Well, the one we call Jolo.
But sometimes, from my own perspective, you look like a calm. You're more of this
like he's not a Jolo kind of person.
I don't see you as a Jolo kind of
come
like
to my stage now.
Okay, that's what you will see. Yeah.
I actually sing in parties, to wedding events like that, generally. So, but when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it definitely.
Cross the bridge.
So we remove these glasses and then we enter.
So majorly, since you started your career, like since the journey started, is it full time or you have some other things you do? Like
yes, I have a whole lot of things I do too.
You don't do music freely?
No, not music alone, because you don't, like I said earlier, some of the challenges we face is no patronage and sponsorship. So instead of that, we bring in some other side hustles and we use it to sponsor the music because it's a ministry. So we need to get all our resources together and make sure we use it to fund the ministry.
Now, one thing, though someone said something one time, though I know that sometimes there are always two schools of thoughts to particular things. Someone said that, okay, if you're going into a career, one of the rudiments of success is to focus on one thing till you become successful.
Okay.
And though some said, however, Even they backed it up with some scriptures and said that cast your bread upon many waters. That is, invest in many things.
Thank you very much.
From your own perspective, now, I understand the perspective of the focus on one thing. I think sometimes it works. But don't you think that many people believe that musicians should actually be that way, just to focus on one particular thing and not do any other thing but music? Maybe through that they can increase themselves more career-wise.
Thank you. You quoted a scripture the other time. Let me now tell you where something like that is in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 11:2. It says, invest ye in 7 ventures, comma, ye in 8. I'm reading NIV now. Because you never know what trouble might come to the land. When there was Corona, which song are you going to sing? You know, but yet, and we are feeling and we're doing fine. Since I'm fine boy now. And I got married last month.
Wow.
So in this Corona.
In this coronavirus.
Was it virtual wedding?
Yes. We're on camp.
Before we actually liked virtual wedding, she was able to discuss it recently. So that's why
I
think that's the best way sometimes to do things. Someone like me, no matter the even if I have billions,
was it that there was a date fixed and because of Corona it could not happen, or because
there was no date fixed though?
You just wanted it that way?
Yeah, that way.
Low-key wedding.
Maybe listening to the voice of God, yeah.
I think there are lots of things that are missing. You know, there was a time we brought someone on this. She wasn't even around then. So I brought someone. He said that I think Willie Sax. Yes, he plays trumpets. He plays the saxophone.
Okay.
And he said that in his dream, he just saw someone came to meet him and began to teach him how to play the saxophone and all that. And I was wondering, wow, I've been dreaming for days. I've not seen anyone. I've been doing morning devotion, so
I think you should check yourself.
I'll try checking myself.
Check yourself. But I was going to ask, there's some gospel singers that, fine, they started off as a gospel singer, they sing major gospel. At the end of the day, we'll see them going into something else. So I don't know if you've actually thought about it at any point in time. If this is actually not paying well as I hope it will, I can have a change of mind.
Thank you for that question. You know, a couple of days ago, I posted something on my Facebook wall. Excuse me. I said there's a difference between the called and the saints. Sometimes some people are called, they are not being sent. A coach will tell a player that's on the bench, come, stand beside me. The player will not just jump into the field now. He will start jogging. That, very soon I will enter. So some people are just called, they are not yet sent. So they just jump into the field. They will jump out too because the referee will send them out. So that referee is hunger. If you jump into the field of music without being, like you were saying the other time, that it's like you're missing something. You too, you want to be called. Yes, you're a musician, you're a good musician. But you are trying to say, okay, you want to be like others. Just like, I'm coming this month, I want to release 10 albums in 1 month. You run out. Yes. So, because I'm being called into that ministry, I shouldn't think of running out. Even Jesus Christ that was called, he faced challenges.
Definitely.
But at the point, he said, Lord, let your will be done. So that is what we do here. When we face challenges like that, when you go for an event, you are with about 8 people, you went for an event and you're coming back and they're giving you 2,200 naira. For honorarium, 8 people, 8 backup singers.
I'm very sure our keyboardist Victor here will never not be.
He will not even. You know,
will not smile at you.
You just say, "Glory be to God." That is what you do.
We are pressing on.
You keep on. So
but
moving.
now, one thing I just see there is the fact that now, looking at the two industries now, I don't like to separate the industry when it comes to music. I believe that the industry is one.
Okay.
We have both the music is music.
Okay.
Though, however, the gospel music actually happens to be an industry that is not just a musical industry, it's a musical ministry itself. But now, looking at the two sides, I think up to an extent I've communicated with artists at both ends, even down to those that sing for the Islamic tradition, even down to those that sings for the Gordianists, those that serve the traditionalists and all that. So, and one of the things they do complain is that the industry generally is not lucrative when it comes to funds, and there are some people that naturally they are in there 24/7.
Exactly.
Now, how do we? Is there no way that success, financial success, can be guaranteed in that industry without us having maybe a side hustle or waiting for it? At least for a start, something must sustain somebody while he's waiting for the better thing.
Thank you for that question. this happened to be the answer I gave some of my backup singers when God gave me the chance to travel out of Nigeria because of gospel music. So somebody saw me ministering on stage in a country that is not in Nigeria, and it took me to another country, just 10 minutes ministration. So I now came back, I was sharing testimony there. I said, gospel music still pays. I said, I prayed before I left Nigeria, fine. When I got there, I was to minister for just maybe 7 or 8 minutes. And after the ministration, somebody I did not know came and said, bro, I love your music. Can you follow me to my country? I said, no problem. I did. I followed him again to another country. He locked me in the hotel for days. I said, this is God. So gospel music pays too, if you wait upon the Lord. You know, if you don't wait upon the Lord and you try to cut corners, some people say they want to help God. Don't help God. Let God help himself now. And then you now see what he can do.
Okay, so as we round up this segment now, what do you see Psalmist in a few years from now?
By the grace of God, Psalmist song will be the song on the mouth of every soul in the next few years, 2-3 years from now, by God's grace.
2-3 years from now. I wish to say that. And also, I want to appreciate the keyboardist here, Victor. Thanks for being a part of this. Thanks, Caleb the Psalmist, for being a part of the show. I hope our viewers are enjoying the music out there and enjoying the interview. For many of us that does gospel music, please, like he said, maybe you should wait upon the Lord, but actually have skills.
And it's also pays.
Thanks so much, Caleb the Psalmist, for being a part of the program. And thanks so much, Victor, for the keyboard playing. Right about now, we're going on a short break. When we are back, we'll continue with the show. Stay with us.
Oh Lord my God, my praise will I give, and that's my password and nothing else. Oh Lord my God, my praise will I give, and that's my password and nothing else. Oh Lord my God, my praise will I give, and that's my password and nothing else. When I wake up in the morning, I kneel beside my bed. I pray to my maker to light and guide my path. Ibi toba dari mi si ni mayasio, I'll go with him all the way. Oti shiwaju Monteleo. Ibi tó bá yà sí Jésù ni máa yà sí o. Torí pé ó ṣíwájú ni mo ṣe ń tẹ̀lé ọ. Ibi tó bá lọ Jésù ni máa lọ. Ó ti ṣíwájú mo ń tẹ̀lé ọ. Ibi tó bá yà sí Jésù ni máa yà sí o. Torí pé ó ṣíwájú ni mo ṣe ń tẹ̀lé ọ. Ibi tó bá lọ Jésù ni máa lọ. Wherever he leads me, ooh, I will follow. You're the way, the truth, and life is you. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó tàn sí pa ọ̀nà mi, the light my path. I say yes to you, I say yes to you. Ooh, Shama tell me love, olólùfẹ́ ọkàn mi. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you say go, I will go, yeah. Hey, hold my hands, Jesus. Hold my hands, Jesus. Take the lead, Jesus, I will follow. Masiwaju mi, masiwaju mi, masiwaju mi lọ. Masiwaju mi, Jésù. Masiwaju mi lọ. Ó ti ṣíwájú, mo ń tẹ̀lé ọ. Ibi tó bá yà sí Jésù ni máa yà sí o. Torí pé ó ṣíwájú ni mo ṣe ń tẹ̀lé ọ. Ibi tó bá lọ Jésù ni máa lọ.
I wanted to even put some parts to it, but I just said let me just calm myself down a bit. But wow, beautiful sound of music. I really appreciate you. Let's go to a short break. We'll wind down the show from there. Stay with us. We'll be right back.